All right, so after being gone for the last 3 days, we are back with another video. And today, I finally have some good news for you guys to finally put you sort of at rest. As many of you know, during my live streams for the last couple of weeks, we've been getting pretty much the same repeated question over and over and over again. And that, of course, is Carbon. When are we going to finally see the fabulous rod come into the game? Now, to my knowledge, man, apparently this was sort of leaked out by Nick literally a couple of weeks ago. Apparently he sent out like an announcement in game or something like that. I personally haven't heard or seen anything behind the scenes about this rod being released until literally just today. But to be fair, I'm also not on the game 24 hours a day. So sometimes I just sort of miss the announcements unless you guys take a screenshot of them and send them to me, which big shout out to every single one of you that do send them to me. But either way, with that being said, I want to say maybe like a couple of months ago, the fabulous rod actually got a full sort of like rework. I don't actually have a picture of this, but I will zoom in over here to one of my old thumbnail videos. This is basically what the fabulous rod used to look like back in the days, which I'd like to point out the reason why I'm saying back in the days is because that screenshot was literally taken for Valentine's of this year. So like February 5th. Either way, fast forward a couple of months and this is now the new design for the fabulous rod, which already in itself sort of gave a big indication that they were going to go ahead and eventually release this. Definitely a huge step up from what it previously looked, but the fabulous rod has always had this look that to me pretty much kind of resembles Valentine's Day. That's kind of the reason why I included it in the thumbnail of the Valentine's Day video. The real meaning behind this rod is that it belongs to a previous staff member that goes by the name of Green. A lot of content creators and obviously a lot of staff members also have this rod because for the most part, Green is very lenient about his rod. He pretty much gives it out to whoever wants it. But if you take a look here, the stats on this is 99% lure speed, 250% luck, 1 control, negative 100% resilience, and infinite max kg. Now, I'll be honest, I don't personally think that this is how it's going to be released because as you can see, it's not exactly the most practical thing in the world. On top of that, they don't really mention this anywhere, but the passive on this rod is also kind of insane. As you can see right here, it literally just starts slashing over and over and over and over again until basically it catches the fish. So no resilience whatsoever, and on top of that, instant slash every single time to add on to the progression bar. So yeah, for the most part, it's kind of OP right now, which is what leads me to believe that this is not how you guys are going to get your hands on it. But again, going back to everything that was talked about, a lot of you were constantly asking me about this, and I had no information because it's just never been really talked about. That's until today. Shout out to Fish News for this screenshot right here, but as you can see right here, Nick went ahead and basically posted in-game as an announcement. So obviously, if you were not online, you didn't see this whatsoever. He basically said, should we release Fabulous Rod this weekend? Now, this is sort of like a double-edged sword right here. The reason I say that is because, one, this could either end up being inside of the black market for an absolutely ridiculous price that a lot of you maybe will not be able to afford, or the music venue over here is finally getting put to use again. Now, a lot of you obviously went ahead and quit during the downtimes, and more than likely were not too familiar with the music venue, which is pretty clear considering a lot of you are super confused whenever I mentioned that the Oniri Falx, if it does ever go ahead and remove from the game, the NPC would have a timer over his head. A lot of people don't really understand that, and instead they just go to general chat and be like, yo, Carbon said that Oniri Falx is getting removed, which is quite literally not what I'm saying, but okay. That is basically what was done during the time that a lot of the rods inside of the music venue were removed. The most recent one, and one that a lot of people can relate with, is obviously the Polaris. Once it was time to say goodbye to the Polaris, a 2-week timer was put over the NPC's head. Once that timer hit 0, it was obviously update day on a Saturday, and then the NPC just kind of went poof and gone forever. So to be on the safe side, I would suggest that you guys go ahead and unlock the music venue if you haven't already. I wish I could say that it's simple, but it really isn't all that simple. Step 1, you obviously need to go ahead and make your way over to the depths area, and then just pretty much go to where you saw that I went right there, right over where the waterfall is, kind of across where this NPC over here is that would unlock technically the maze, and then just sort of jump across onto the catwalk. From here, you're going to walk all the way down into this tunnel right over here, and it'll bring you inside of the Crystal Cove. This really beautiful place that you need to make sure not to touch the water in. If you touch the water here, you will basically instantly die. Now, in the case of the music venue, it is located right over here in the back This hatch, if you have not opened it yet, it's obviously going to be closed. To open this, it's rather simple because it's just one item that you need to get, but it's also rather annoying because it isn't the most easiest thing in the world to do. But basically, if we come back over here, you'll notice that there is a pedestal right here with basically a black pedestal here. What you're going to need is a chaotic enchant relic. And assuming that you're trying to get this, then technically there is only one way for you to get this, and that is by having the chaotic enchant on your rod. Obviously, there's other ways of being able to get chaotic, but you kind of need to unlock the music venue, and you sort of need it to be around when those rods were available in order to actually get it. But in the current state of the game, you would need to have the chaotic enchant, and hope and pray that you get a chaotic enchant relic at an 8% chance. To my knowledge, this is not obtainable in the appraisal, but if anybody has actually gotten it, please let me know in the comment section. I personally have never seen it, nor have I ever heard anybody getting it. But basically, once you have that enchant relic, you come over here, place it on the pedestal, and then the music venue over here is going to basically open up and you can just jump right inside. Now again, there is no sort of confirmation that this is where it's going to be located, the quest. We're just sort of assuming, considering this is where a lot of the developer rods were previously inside of. Is it still worth it to have this open? If you are a collector, yes, it kind of is. Just mainly because during admin abuse, they do end up spawning the Sanguine Spire over here, which is 10 mil. It isn't the most amazing rod in the world, but it is really cool looking. Technically, that spawns right over here, and it's only available during the corruption admin event. The second thing that you can sort of do to basically prepare to get it, if it isn't this way, then it's just basically racking up a lot of money and just hope and pray that you're able to get your hands on it if it does end up popping up inside of the black market. But I guess moral is, man, is that finally the wait is almost over. You guys are literally very, very close to being able to get your hands on this. Who knows? Maybe it is going to be some extensive developer rod quest, which should be really fun. I know that a lot of people enjoy those. Obviously, as long as it's not like the Elemental Wind rod that had, you know, a lot of issues when it was introduced. But anyways, let's steer now to a different topic that I sort of want to squeeze in here at the end. And that is the topic of our good buddy over here, Castaway Cliff. This has been pretty much like the hot topic lately. So basically, the entire thing sort of started when Nick, pretty much in other words, posted up a poll saying that he basically wanted to nuke Castaway. This sort of sparked up kind of like a literally near split down the middle argument throughout the entire community. I think it was like a 60-30 or like a 60, I don't even know. It was pretty close to being straight down the middle on people voting whether yes, you can get rid of it, or no, keep it because we love it. I sort of wanted to clear something up about this because Nick has sort of talked to us about this over in the CC server, and I want to confidently say that I don't think that they're going to be getting rid of it. The one thing that is bothering Nick the most is this sort of gray tint. And I'm not going to lie to you, man, I kind of agree with him. If you notice, once we get away from Castaway here, you'll sort of see that your screen changes to like the normal color. And the island actually looks really beautiful from right over here. As soon as you get close to it, it has this ominous kind of like green. It's actually disgusting. Like, I don't know why it's that color. I guess they tried to go for sort of like, I don't know, like an eerie sort of look. But if anything, it's just kind of an annoying look, which I just took the screenshot right here. No offense to my boy Nate, man. This topic was also shared over on Fish News, and he replied with hashtag save Castaway Cliffs. I'm with you on saving it, man, but this tint has got to go. Like, can we just make it look normal? Ironically, I feel like if they would have decorated Castaway Cliff with a bunch of Halloween stuff, it would have probably made the most sense out of like anywhere in the entire map. This island is just like permanently always in Halloween mode. But yeah, man, moral is I don't think that they're going to be getting rid of it. I'm actually pretty confident that they're not. Will they get rid of that whole entire filter that goes over it when you enter? Yeah, more than likely. It looks like Nick is pretty dead set on actually getting rid of that. On the flip side, that poll did go ahead and potentially buff a lot of the other islands because that is something that he's apparently considering doing. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about Castaway Cliffs. And let me know if you're excited for the Fabulous Rod. Unfortunately, we still have not really any leaks for this weekend. I wish I could bring you guys some leaks. Oddly enough, we should be getting some type of a big update this weekend, but it doesn't really seem like they're hyping anything up right now. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at the front page, you can actually see that they're sort of hyping up not this weekend, but the weekend after this one, which is November 8th. they have some type of a mystery event slated for this weekend that is clearly big enough to require an event in the front page, when on the flip side, this weekend doesn't. So I don't know, man, it's kind of interesting. Obviously, if I'm able to get my hands on anything exclusively, I will bring you guys a really quick video. I also take this time to apologize for being gone for the last couple of days. I've sort of been taking a little bit of a break, but of course, as we progress closer to the weekend, I will be back. And of course, if I get my hands on anything crazy, I will bring you guys a video on that as well. Thank you guys for all the support. I appreciate it so much. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.